Finally, we got some new and updated mods to take a look at for Farming Simulator 22. A total 39 mods were released today on the in-game mod up. All platforms got 16 new and 19 updates, and PC and Mac players got 4 new. If you like staying updated yourself with all the latest mods and news in Farming Simulator, make sure you're subscribed. Otherwise, let's check out today's mods. Starting with new ones for all platforms, we have the Olimac Drago GT6. I believe we had this mod or something very similar in Farm Sim 19, so nice to see a return here. 2.8 tons, 4.5 meter work width at 6 miles an hour. We do have a couple icons here for the sides, and then main colors we have red and black. This is going to do corn and sunflowers. It's just a header really at the end of the day. Here's what it looks like with a case combine. Might be a little bit better used with maybe Massey Ferguson or something like that, though. Looks good, and all the animated parts look epic. And here's what it looks like on the front of the Ideal. The black is a little bit more gray than black, but does look pretty cool, and I do like those bright green effects. Next, we have a trailer for all platforms. This is the Marshall MQ11, or QM, sorry. Not MQ, told you, I'm having a tough time with words today for some reason. 14,500 liter capacity on here, but we've got a lot of different configurations for this. So starting off, we have the swinging grain door. Then we go with the swinging grain door with hatch. Then we have a hydraulic grain door, add the hatch. Swinging silage door, swinging silage door with extensions, hydraulic silage door with extensions, and we're back. So we could go from 14,500 all the way up to 28,100 liters, which is pretty darn cool. Wheel options, we have a bunch of these as well. Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, BKT, Bridgestone, and Lizard tires, so that's pretty cool. QM range, I don't know what this means, but we get a sticker. We also have another sticker on the back for Farm Gate to Dinner Plate. It says, sorry for the delay, Farm Gate to Dinner Plate. Good food comes to those who wait. Marshall, very cool. Rear beacon, we have yes or no, just kind of shoves a little beacon right there on the end. Cover, we have yes or no. Main color, so we have the Marshall red and the Marshall blue, but you can add any other color that you want, which is pretty cool. Design color, we have the same thing here. This is going to be the frame and your hubs. The design, this is going to be the cover for the top, so if you go with the cover, then there you go, that changes that. And then rim brand choice color or rim colors. Next is the Lizard Scorpio Bale Wrapper. Very cool here. So this weighs 1.2 tons and it'll do 125 and 150 centimeter round bales. It is Lizard, so it is unbranded. On here we have a couple different setups for wheels. We also have a number of foils on here. Now these don't do anything, but they look cool, so that's nice. Wrapper design, we've got an end turner if you want. I definitely recommend getting that. And then we have the foil color, which is super duper cool. You can see that changing right there on the front. Otherwise, it's a bale wrapper. And we got the 3-point pig carrier, which for some reason keeps falling down. So good luck. We have a couple different colors on this one. We have old color palettes, so heads up through there. Let's get that. Let's come over here and maybe get something that will hold it in place. Yep, that'll work fine for me. And it looks like it wants to teeter. This is a big problem. I'm not sure how this got past. We can still pick it up, which is great. But when you have somebody put the line of code in the wrong place, I think. Yeah, nonetheless, it holds 1 pig. Yeah, or like 30 squirrels. You can probably put squirrels in there. Yeah. Next is an interesting setup. So this is the Lawn and Firewood customers. Now, we thought maybe this was going to be some sort of addition or some maybe production chain or something like that. And really, it's just sell points. However, it is important to know the difference between these. So if I go into productions, we go into our sell points, we've got them right here. We've got 6 of them, as a matter of fact. So we have the Lawn and Firewood customers in blue, gray, and green. Then we have the small version over here. Same thing. Now, one also thing to consider is there's no button for selling firewood at these. I say firewood for selling logs here. We'll test that here momentarily, but pricing depends on which one of these you go with. You see that blue, for example, costs $50, gray is $25, and green is $75. So they cost different money depending on what it is. So here is how it is. If you go for a green setup. This is going to cost you $75. Here, they pay generous, so you'll get a higher price. If you go with a blue setup here, which is in the middle, these are basically economy settings, more or less. And then they call the gray one misery. So you can kind of calculate how you want to do that. So let's put a couple of these down. Let's see, what was it? Green was the best, and then blue, and then gray. And we already have one of these on here, so I'm going to delete that one. Now let's go in here and see what our prices are. So if we take a look at our grass setup here, this is kind of nice because it tells us the color. Firewood customers blue, green, and gray, so we know the colors. However, they are still much less than the base game ones, but I have a mod that increases the base game prices, so yeah, you can ignore that. But this is what it will be without adjustments. So good to know there. And then we have logs, I think. What was it? I said I was going to test this guy. Yeah, hang on. There we go. Got a spruce setup here. We'll bring this over. They said they could do wood. However, for some reason, mine ain't doing it. Probably because there's no button to hit. So if we bring it over here, boom, put it there, pow, done. It's sold. That's how that works. Now, sometimes we get animal placeables and you're like, man, I just wish this would hold like 1 million head of cattle. This one holds 97. This is the cow barn 20 by 35. However, I'm totally cool with that. And I'll explain why. Number one, there's 29 color options to choose from, which is pretty darn cool. Then we basically have an entirely super mega detailed area. This is from Ponsse, so I should have expected it to be good, but pretty much everything that you think would work that you can interact with, you can. There's like back rooms here. We have like a meeting room. There's a kitchen, like a full kitchen in here if you want to do that. We got an area back here for milk. We've got a door there that goes outside, a door here that goes to the covered area, a door here that opens up to this. You can see in your little area. The detail on this is just absolutely enormous. I love it. There's a door here as well. I mean, there's doors everywhere. I've never seen so many doors before, and I love that. But I love the detail on this, and I love being able to do whatever I want. So we jump into animals. We've got our cattle right over here, and you can kind of see all of the different color options to choose from. Yes, even DjGoHam blue, which that one's a little bit dark. Maybe that one. I don't know. Regardless, this is cool. Hang on. There's a bit I didn't see. Let me raise myself up here. Can we open this too? Tell me we can open that. Oh, I'm gonna have to fly, aren't I? Oh, that was super strength. Darn it. There you go. Oh, I used flight mode and I was able to get in here. It doesn't look like we're able to open up the window. So that may be like the one and only thing you can't open up. But you can open this up. You may have to use a front loader or telehandler or something to get up there, but it works. Man, how cool is this? Now, with my fanboyness out of the way, let's take a look at another one. Here is the cow pasture. This one holds 100 cattle, so not 97. It holds 3 more, but details are there. It's not fair to compare mods either, so I should knock that off. We got a place for milk, got a place to buy your cattle. They've got a place to run around outside. And of course, we have over here for straw, which is interesting that it's outside. And then we have our manure and slurry. Yeah, it's all there. What about for sheep? So we have the Finnish sheep barn. I think we have a few Finnish buildings to take a look at today, so that is great news. Over here, that's going to be where your the wool, the sheep clippings, yeah, over there. You got food right there. We've got a couple different ways to get in, so some big doors to be able to get in and out. Speaking of out, we have a small door to get out. It barely fits, and I'm right on the ground. Yeah, here you go, 80 sheep, so that is nice. It's not massive, but it's fine. It exists. It's okay. Come through here. Again, I feel like my head's going to get chopped off. Let me out. Oh, and you can also change the color of this as well. Tons of colors to choose from. And another sheep barn. This one holds 200 head of sheep. If we roll around through here, it's going to be where your sheep clippings go. So stupid. Then your food is around here. And then if we come over here, open up the gate, bam, good to go. That's where you buy your sheep. would be nice. I want a big water tank as well. Do we fall in there? We do fall in there. Neat. One thing that it leaves this grass. A lot of placeables do this. I hate it. I hate it so much because I have to go to landscaping and paint over it for the next mod. Come on, just knock it off. Next, we have something that you put into animal placeables. This is the pig shelter. This is going to be found in your decorations area, and really you could just throw these down into a pig area enclosure if you want. Give them a little house. That's cool. And we have the grain storage. As far as I could tell, there was no changing the color on this. And inside, we've got 2 massive bunkers to be able to put stuff into. There was another thing that I noticed with this. You see how far I can zoom out here? Well, if I select this, oh, I can zoom out. All right, never mind. For some reason, when I was placing this, I couldn't zoom out. I guess ignore that part. It is nice. On the outside, it kind of looks like a church. Check that out. Got some more Finnish buildings. These are the Finnish machine shed. However, there's 3 sheds. I think they came up with the name a little after. The door, not crazy about the wooden texture being used here, but I do like wood on the side. I think that looks pretty cool. And here we have a very small area, so make sure that your player's not too tall. And then we have a more modern garage over here. I like that they've gone for older style, new style, and yet they all match. You can also change the colors on these as well. Tons of colors to choose from. And we got the filled edge marker. So this is pretty cool. I remember using stuff like this when I was younger around my grandfather's, large garden that we used a tractor that was way too big for it. Nonetheless, you've got little pieces here where you can mark your filled edges, stuff like that. That way you know where they are, just in case, for whatever reason, you can't see them in Farm Sim. I am also finding out something very dramatic. They won't delete. So, word to the wise, man, don't put these down unless you're ready to have them forever, I guess. Well, you could always delete the mod, which is unfortunately exactly what I'm gonna do when this video's over. If you're doing any role-playing, maybe hunting role-playing or camping role-playing, well, we've got a couple blinds here for you. Very interesting. I must be bored on the inside. Nonetheless, there you go. There's not a whole lot to these, just 2 of them. No color options to choose from or anything like that. There's just 2 separate blinds, but very cool. I do like these. Next to last new one for all platforms, we have the German water hydrant. This, gives you water, built after German specifications, no daily upkeep. And lastly, we have the large pack of houses. These are, ready for like Christmas, stuff like that. So as you go through the seasons, things will change. There's only one of them that actually works as a house though, and it's the one in houses. The rest of them can be found in decorations and in others. This one's kind of interesting. You got pink all the way around the bottom. You've got a front porch and a back porch, but on different levels, which I think is kind of neat. But yeah, everything else is just kind of placeables, which if you're building a European area, these may be perfect for you. They also remind me of maybe some houses that could be found on Zielonka. Are these from Zielonka? I don't know. Jumping over to our mod updates for all platforms. The first was Black Mountain, Montana, version 1502. New save game required. Fix trees. Next up, Sumidouro Farm, version 1001. Remove the pig farm. Fix the problem with the sugarcane factory cell trigger, which was unable to sell. It fixed the missing systems, or missing collision, and the missing shaders have also been added. Next, we have an unexpected update to the John Deere Gator pack, version 1.1. Fixed the braking force. Added utility tools with the diesel tank, passenger seating, Kubota DLC not required, they say, and a location for the toolbox. They've also added the John Deere AC6024 toolbox placeable. It can be transported in the Gator, but returns to its workbench when exiting the game. They've also added sweeper to attach to the front of the Gator, added a custom overlay icon, and minor adjustments. Very cool. Here is your fuel transfer tank, 500 liters, 500 kilograms, and we can change up that main color, holds fuel only. Here's our sweeper, 340 kilogram, 2.5 meters to 6 miles an hour. We do have colors for basically everything. Kind of like that we've got that. And then if you want the brush to be one full color, you can, but I understand why they did what they did. That one solid color looks weird. And here is our toolbox placeable. Whenever we place this down, it just kind of appears wherever you put it down. However, check this out. We could come over here, we could grab this, take it with us, and wherever we are, we can work on a vehicle. So this works very similar to a few of the other mods that we've got. Just make sure that wherever you put this down, remember a toolbox, whenever you load back into your game, is going to appear right back on this table. So put the table somewhere where you're going to remember where it is. Next, the Claas C450 C660 headers pack version 1.1. They've added the C540, which is a 5.4 meter, and the 660, or the 6.6 meter headers. They've added new configurations for accessories and base color, added new balloon wheels to the trailer, improved the model, stickers, and other visual things, fixed the collision on the C450 header, fixed the knives decal, header holder on trailer is now on correct side, and many more. And we've got a whole set of updates from HR Force. The first one is the Ponsse Harvesters Pack version 1.1. Original Ponsse color registered? I don't know. Changes for the traction winch so that you can now control it separately. Cutting diameter adjusted. The adjusted cutting length is now shown on the display. BKT tires have been added. Wheel set revised. Color choice is corrected and added steering sound. Next, the Ponsse Forwarder Trailer version 101. Log movement on the stake basket reduced. Wheel set revised. All phosphor chains corrected. Added color choice for the hose guard and original Ponsse color registered. Not a character the actor played, but a modded farm sim, the Ponsse Scorpion King. God, that was so stupid. Version 1.1, cutting diameter adjusted, color choices corrected, original Ponsse color registered. I think they mean added. Yeah, I think that was a problem. Miscommunication there. They've added easy arm controls and automatic tree detection, interior material overhauled, or changed rather, minor adjustments, BKT tires added, changes for the traction winch so that you can now control it separately, steep slope follow camera fixed, rear lettering changed, added steering sound, and adjusted to the harvester's head. Adjustments to the harvester's head. That was my problem. I just can't read. Last one from HR Forest. Very similar setup to the others. Komatsu 931 Harvesters Pack. This is one of my favorite ones to use. Just heads up. Version 1.1. Various small fixes. Wheel set revised. Added color choice for the full hose guards. Added steering sound. Color choice is corrected. The adjusted cutting length is now shown in the display. And stickers corrected. From Vertex Design, an update to the Annaburger HTS 11D04 Spreaders. Version 1021. Fixed PTO input rotation. Briri Field Pack version 1.1. Added manure system, added manure sensor, new tires, added rims, and optimized the model. Lizard RT24 version 1.5. Changed the movement of the laterals. There was an update for PC players that came out a few days ago. Same thing. And an update to the Lizard Dumper Roadtrain version 1001. Adjusted and improved the braking system, adjusted the physics and behavior under load, removed the obsolete wheel options, and adjusted in-store purchase position. Coulter Rail And Bar version 1.1. It can now be attached on both sides. It can now be easily lifted by hand, and collisions been adjusted. Did I say we were done with HR Force? Because I meant there was one more. The Ponsse Alpine Synchrowinch. Synchrowinch. It's, no bacon on this Synchrowinch. Version 1001. They've added more vehicles in support. Original Ponsse color registered and changes to the traction winch. You can now control it separately. From Jinpin, we have the Grape production pack update version 2.1. They've added new production on the pallet, the table grapes. What's a table grape? Produced by Grape Processing Plant and intended for direct sell bottling plant in Europe, architectural style European, a possibility of making organic fertilizer. Is that how you spell that? Or manure at the fertilizer plant. They've also adjusted a few things as well. The production speed of the bottling plant's been increased. Production speed of the chemical fertilizer, again, I don't think spelled correctly, plant revised downwards and increased to the production cost, and aesthetic changes to the building summary panels, addition of the crumpled paper effect. That's pretty cool. Next, Garage with Storage version 1.1. Added new colors, added 2 new material versions, plaster and red brick, added icicles, added bolt with farmland attribute, and new store icon. Next to last, the small silo set with buying station version 103. Added small silo for livestock farming, removed the field type category product from the multi-fruit silo, added fruits and products from the premium I can't read today. Premium expansion to the buying station, and they've adjusted the price of the pig food at the buying station. Next to last, tree trunk fences version 101 added gates 4 meter and 6 meter and changed the sound during placement. And lastly, landscaping extension for Zielonka version 101 corrected the German mod name, revised the store icons, and added belt and pallet storages for the sheds of the premium expansion. Well, guys, that is it. It's so good to see mods back. If you enjoyed today's video, drop a like on it. Get subscribed if you're new. Enjoy the DjGoHam fam. Make sure notification bells hold us up. That way you never miss any future farming simulator mods. Otherwise, just hope you have a great day. We'll see you later.